To all of you who are wondering why we should care about Hamas and what's happening in the Middle East, you should care because Hamas has a large network of cells spreading all across America. According to intelligence, they have cells in Boston, Maryland, New York, Laurel, Maryland, Potomac, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Henderson, Virginia, Springfield, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Boca Raton and Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Ohio, Charlotte, North Carolina, Orlando and Tampa, Florida, Detroit, Michigan, Houston, Columbia, Missouri, Plainfield, Illinois, Kansas City, Chicago, Denver, Oklahoma City, Arlington, Texas, and Dallas, Texas, Tucson, Arizona, Seattle, Washington, San Francisco, Santa Clara, Los Angeles, and San Diego in California. Wake up, America. That's why we need to stand with Israel.
Now let's take a look at the sleeper cells and the information we have on them. Unit 910 ESO, or the Hezbollah's External Security Organization. Hezbollah's elite and strictly compartmented unit functions as a far-reaching strategic arm of Hezbollah and Iran. Its purpose is to serve as a deterrent against the West, or the United States, and against Israel in particular. The unit is composed of a specialized unit operating jointly, both from administrative and operative aspects, and is strictly compartmented from other units within the organization. The unit is composed of a small group of operatives, mainly Lebanese Shiites, whose families were not born in Lebanon, some of which even hold authentic foreign identity documents, allowing them to travel across the world under false identities and tourist or business cover-up stories. Their frequent travels abroad are explained away to their family members, neighbors, and friends as regular business trips, whereas they are in fact members of units mounting various terror activities throughout the world. As opposed to other religious Lebanese Shiites, the operatives who travel abroad shave their heads, do not visit mosques, and consort with local women in the areas where they carry out their missions. The operatives of the units undergo a long and complex process of security training until they are formally authorized as operatives, including field security, working undercover, sabotage techniques, as well as camouflage techniques in case they are required to escape from any given country. In order to facilitate its activities worldwide, the unit establishes ties with elements who support Hezbollah and are permanent residents abroad, and uses these elements for logistic and operational purposes. The majority of these local facilitators come from Lebanese families that immigrated from Lebanon years ago, while others are native who have converted to Islam or Shia Islam and are eager to contribute to the struggle while accepting the risks involved with providing support to terrorist organizations. Hezbollah makes cynical and manipulative use of the elements who provide them with support. As a result of this, the majority of Hezbollah's failures to carry out terrorist attacks have ended in such a way that while the operatives were warned ahead of the time and exfiltrated, the network of facilitators paid the price by serving long prison sentences. The operational capacities exhibited by the unit are indicative of the callous disregard for the consequences of the terror activity that it mounts, and therefore throughout the years it has used enormous quantities of explosives, which, regardless of the chosen target, have hurt or would have hurt, had they been successful, many innocent people. The unit's activities is characterized by a long-term perspective, striving to achieve significant achievements as opposed to fast and limited achievements. So there you have it. Now, we have heard that if official war is declared by the United States, that the reserves that we currently have are actually 1/10 of what we had 50 years ago the last time a draft was needed. And they're saying even though Congress and the U.S. military is saying a draft